Well, just start off by saying really thankful we got the win. Close game. Really enjoyed the setting. Had fun with the game, and it was really cool to have our fans here. And a lot of credit to Washington State. I know they're going through some adversity and some change, and I thought those guys showed up ready to play and really motivated. And it comes down to it. We just made. Excuse me. When it comes down to it, we just made one more play than they did. So, but I think you look at it, it was a pretty balanced game. We had one turnover that we were able to possess, and I think that and the PAT was the difference in the game. So. Glad that the guys played. I thought our guys played physical. I thought Washington State brought a lot of toughness and physicality to the game, and we still have a lot of things to fix, but I think you just enjoy the game and enjoy the atmosphere and the environment and embrace everything that happened. I thought we had some really cool interaction with the Washington State fans and obviously our fans that are here too. So just a lot of fun. Looking forward to building on this, and glad we got this win. We're coming off of a slump, so it's good to get things corrected and have this be something that we can build on for next week. So I'll take any questions.
How satisfying was it after the guys gave you the physicality that you wanted and you were able to close the game out there on the ground?
That seemed like kind of normal for this year. It seemed like that's we like having our offense on the field, and obviously. Close games are difficult, but when you're playing some really tough teams, I think the schedule and the high level of opponents that we've been playing takes its toll on you, and I love the way our guys respond. I thought last week probably wasn't our best, but it was good lessons to learn, and we knew that we'd have to be physical. And Washington State on film, they're a physical team, and so I know they spread the ball out and things like that, but their O-line's a physical team, and we knew that we would have to do some things to stop their pass game, but and maybe put some more stress on the D-line and play with some odd front. We did that and required them to have to stand up tall and take on two blockers. And I thought for the most part did good. I thought it was kind of back and forth, but I just liked the response from our guys. I still think there's a lot of things we can fix and get better, but that's pretty much every game. You're going to have things that you can fix. I like that our offense took care of the football, and that ball security is something that's really important to us. So when you have tight games like this, it's important that we don't turn the ball over, and we were able to gain one. And I thought we played smart football. We had some mistakes that end up killing pretty good drives. We had a lot of yards, but the same could be said for them too. So, but in these tight games, it comes down to guys just making one play more and everyone just depending on each other. I mean, it's easy to get down when Washington State scored that last touchdown, but we had to rally and try to find a way to make a play on the 2-point conversion. And so just glad that we were able to make that play. I think that was a difference in having our offense go out there and pound it out and run the ball. I'm just glad they didn't put me in a position to go for it on fourth down or to punt.
Kalani,
So.
Speaking of that, what was the conversation or mindset like going into that third down out of the timeout?
I think we knew that they were out of timeouts, and it was just a question of do we punt the ball and try to pin them deep, which we have a really good punter, and Rico's got a great leg. Even the sky area, he does a good job at pinning them deep. And that 2-point lead, a field goal beats you. I think they would have had roughly a minute to do some things. Probably would have gone for it if it was fourth and I don't know, whatever. Just glad that they don't put me in that position. But I'm probably leaning towards going for it.
Talk about challenging Tyler Algier and then having him come out with 191 and finishing the game the way he did.
Yeah, I thought he played really physical. I thought he was punishing some people at the end of runs, saw him lower his shoulder. I know he got banged up a little bit, but sometimes you just have to gut through those things. And he's really sore right now, and that's how he should be every week. He's a big-time player for us, and we need to utilize him that way. And I like what Jaron did. I thought he distributed the ball pretty well. I think we just had some plays, some mistakes. Like, I'm trying to think of. I think we had a illegal formation that moved us back, and just a couple of mistakes like that kind of hurt you, and had a sack that took away something. We were past midfield, but when you go against these type of teams and P5 opponent like Washington State and a motivated opponent, I mean, they were ready to play, and I thought they had tons of energy. It was just a lot of fun, but really fortunate and happy that we got the win.
Kalani, it looks like you guys played a lot of nickel defense today. What did you like about that package, maybe to counter the run and shoot offense for Wazoo?
Well, they play with 10 personnel, so four wides, right? So we saw on film they have a lot of four wide, and so they're going to spread you out, and then they'll sometimes go bombers, which is 0-0, which is all five wides, and so that system, and going into this, we knew that there's some change up in the staff, but I don't know if they're going to go away from their identity, and so they have people that are, that know the run and shoot really well, and so I thought they looked just like they normally do and called the game just as they normally do, and I think Delores is a fantastic player, so we tried to spy him a little bit, and he still finds ways to find windows to throw the ball, and he's just such a young kid, but he has great poise, and he has a ability to break free and run and utilize his legs to help create more time for himself. But I think our DBs did a good job of coverage. I thought they did some really good things, and I don't know exactly what they ended up passing the ball with, but I would have taken 19 points if you asked me, before the game. I would have taken that against a high-powered offense like they have been, and especially the last 3 weeks that they've been playing, going through this win streak that they had.
A couple more questions.
The tackling was a little suspect at first. It seemed to get
The what?
better. Your tackling at first
Mhm.
was a little shoddy, and it seemed to get better. Did you
Yeah.
kind of light a fire under the guys, or why did they?
Well, I mean, you want them to tackle. I think there's two things that some great athletes out on the field, and so Washington State makes a lot of people miss, But I think for us, it's when we're just throwing our bodies at people, and I think for us to understand the shape of the defense and understand where our help is at, that's the key. I don't think it's out of the ordinary to miss some tackles in space when you're going against great athletes. But I like the pursuit and the people that are showing up. And maybe what would get me more frustrated is the second, third, fourth missed tackle, right? But then you have these physical running backs like Borghi is, and their receivers are really good players, and I mean, they're really skilled. They got tons of athleticism and speed.
Saw Andy and Romney go off on one. What's the latest update you got on those guys?
I don't know the details yet, but not season ending. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll probably find out more. I mean, the season's a lot shorter now, so we'll see what happens. But doubtful for next week. But we said that before with Gunner, and then he showed up the next week. So I'll have more info on Monday.
How impressed
Last
were you with
question.
your offensive line to pound it out without MP? You get two Kalafu back, but to have a guy like Connor Pace hit and you're able to pound it out on the ground.
Yeah, Connor Pay was big time for us, and to have him fill in and play that on the road and snapping the ball, and he's got most of his reps at guard, but to go to center and do that, I think he's one of our top players of the game. The guy made a lot of plays and made a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage, and led that O-line. The O-line was really physical, played hard, and it shows in the stats and in the run game. So looking forward to getting better and improving, but I'm really pleased with the way that those guys showed up and the physicality that they showed on the field.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys.